The launch of the PlayStation Portable featured a strong lineup of titles from popular franchises and new games, such as Lumines Puzzle Fusion. The subtitle provides a direct description of its music-based puzzle game that involves building squares and listening to music. It became a runaway success, spawning sequels and ports onto other platforms. However, the franchise went dormant after Q Entertainment's closure. The following year, Tetsuya Mizugachi opened Enhanced Games and subsequently released transcendental experiences with Res Infinite and Tetris Effect Connected. Between these releases, Lumines Remastered was released onto other platforms, giving hope that a new entry would be released after Lumines Electronic Symphony hit the PlayStation Vita in 2012. 7 years later, Lumines Arise has finally been released on PlayStation 5 and PC, reviving the beloved franchise for a new generation. Featuring Enhance's signature sensorial experience, this is a welcome delight that carries a more profound meaning along the way. The block matching synesthesia returns in full force, building large squares to obtain points through bigger combos, and along the way, introduces ways to clear the board, such as spawning chain blocks of opposing colors at random or bursts. Burst is similar to the zone mechanic from Tetris Effect Connected, allowing the creation of a large cluster based on a single color. The timeline constantly sweeps, collecting any combinations while matching the song's tempo. The gameplay is a unique standout. While seemingly simple, it can become cluttered in an instant, presenting a degree of strategy to clear a run. Upon interacting with the title screen, the main menu presents the available modes and a notable cursor. This cursor is a Lumi, a user-created avatar that's completely customizable through the spending of pawn, which is obtained through gameplay. It's ever-present throughout the multiplayer mode, as you can walk around the lobby like it's a secret Sky concert, and the means of obtaining customization options by clearing objectives or gambling through the Lumi pawn. While the chances can be unfair at times, the amount of pawn achieved is easy enough that it makes it less annoying. Mission mode offers an introductory tutorial and subsequent missions to teach techniques, in addition to featuring challenge mode, which includes a set of challenges with varying and increasing difficulties. The aforementioned multiplayer mode features multiple leaderboard modes that effectively teach core mechanics, such as Quick Burst and Dig Down. Every weekend, there's a special multiplayer event called Lumi Live that grants additional pawn while reaching a group total, making the lobby a spectacle. While the modes serve their function, some challenges, even on basic difficulty, manage to drive me to distraction at how some can be. Playlist mode can also be used to create a personalized set of tracks that can be both played and listened to through theater mode. With 35 tracks to choose from, each is unique and unlocked through progressing journey mode. Journey mode is the primary means of progressing through the game, featuring 3 difficulty settings. Although the difficulties only provide an increase in the number of squares needed to transition towards the next level. Each mode offers a series of challenges that reward replayability, as they are not only rewarded on pawn but also scored on a graded level. When starting Journey mode, the title screen was empty, followed by a mode selection screen with a beautiful gradient. Starting at the first level and spending some time playing through each track, one after another, I began to notice something strange after seeing the screen flood with Lumis hovering around Journey mode. With each burst spent, several Lumis fly off to the screen, and once a level is completed, they're then part of a large cluster of Lumis. Initially, being confused, it began to dawn on me, after reading the titles for each level, what the intent of the journey was. A connection formed that went beyond the music and soundscapes as the game itself became more earnest. Having been through hard times, receiving words of encouragement and support has been welcome, and the way they are conveyed throughout the journey is inspiring. Of course, times got difficult when a level became hard, but I persevered, even when there were only 9 levels. This all comes together as the final level unfolds into something breathtaking, culminating in a beautiful crescendo. The level opens up interactivity that I haven't seen since Nier Automata and Super Smash Bros. Something so simple that evokes an effective emotional response, making me wish to delete my save. Still, it would undermine the intent. This journey will forever stay with me as I take each step of my waking life. Each track has a distinct visual identity that varies from one another, unique in their own presentation as they seemingly transition without a drop in performance. The soundtrack composed by Hydelic is another standout, as each song flows smoothly, even when based on different genres. Additionally, the game features DualSense's haptic feedback, providing an enhanced range of immersion that reacts in sync with both the gameplay and the music's drums. While it became overwhelming in my first play sessions, I managed to establish a sense of rhythm with the haptic feedback, as the music kept drawing me back. If that feels overwhelming, the accessibility features can make it easier to digest Lumines Arise. With a simple press of the pause button, it opens up options that can easily reduce visual clutter, making gameplay less distracting. No Stress Lumines offers a combination of options that reduce the frustration caused by growing difficulty. There are 3 types to choose from, which can make a decision easy and even keep a run rolling without receiving a game over. Of course, this doesn't apply to multiplayer, as that would give an unfair advantage on the leaderboards. There are also colorblind filters and phobia filters, as these settings can be enabled during a run and take effect instantly, eliminating the need for a restart. Lumines Arise offers a rewarding experience that can be both challenging and soothing. Each track is unique, bringing something different each time as I discover new genres to explore. Each mode offers a level of satisfaction that keeps me coming back to the game every day to experience a preferred track, which can be easily played through the accessibility settings in place, creating a personal space that doesn't disrupt personal enjoyment, as the game does have a learning curve. In the end, Lumines Arise is an absolute joy that should be experienced without hesitation, as the message behind it will forever help through the hardest of times. Final Weapon is giving Lumines Arise a 4 out of 5 stars. Enhance provided a Steam copy of Lumines Arise for review purposes.